I just love to lick anus, you know?
Hello, everyone. We're talking about sex today. Actually, I did kind of give it up last week. Mm, we were talking about oral sex, mm, which we talked about very briefly, but don't worry, we'll go back to that. But talking about anything to do with your mouth, I thought it was very interesting to talk about licking anus. What what is going on with that? Why is it a thing? Why does it bring pleasure to anyone? Why does anyone find it disgusting? And why are the people doing it not really saying it out loud? Like, oh yeah, that's what I like to do in my private life. I just love to lick anus. You know what I mean? Like, it's not something you're gonna say as, oh, I like to get my anus licked. You know, it's not something that you get um comfortable talking about, as comfortable as maybe saying, oh yeah, I'm a dude and I love to get my dick sucked. So I was thinking that it was important to touch on this subject because I think it's really important to make it more common. It's not a big deal. In my opinion, nothing about sex is dirty. Like, you can do whatever you like. If you're into me shitting on you, not that I enjoy it personally, but I'm not gonna find it dirty. If you enjoy it, great. I personally don't want anything related to shit or piss, at least not on me. But you know, if that's your thing, I'm not judging. Good for you. If that turns you on, great. There's clearly something that maybe didn't happen at the anal stage or at the sucking stage or whatever in your childhood. But the fact is, at the present moment, you like it, then great. I know that for a lot of people, whether they're straight, gay, trans, whatever, um, there's like normal sex, which is bang 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 with genitalia, or bang 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 for lesbian with dildo and vagina, or bang 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 dick to ass with gay guys. Oh, you know, whatever. Like, and then oral is like the second normal thing to do. So you lick the person or you suck the person. Mm, but then I don't think that it's specific to any type of sexuality to enjoy ass licking or enjoy having your ass licked, because everyone's got an ass. So it doesn't really matter whether you're straight, you're gay, you're whatever you are. Everyone's got an ass, I think. So I'm guessing that anyone can get pleasure out of it. And I think it's quite interesting that the same part of the body that is used to get rid of waste is part of the body that can receive a lot of pleasure. I mean, it actually makes sense because the vagina also gets rid of different type of waste. The dick also gets rid of different type of waste. I get a lot of pleasure just getting my nipples sucked. I get a lot of pleasure getting, just being kissed. So it's not like there isn't any rule to how you can get pleasure out of anything. So, personally, I never tried that until, again, I was in a relationship where there was a lot of trust and there was no boundaries, no judgment of whatever I may try, that I would be a whore, or I would be dirty, or I would just be, like a slack. Like, there was no judgment of that. And I think, again, it's very important to indulge in sexual activities with someone that you respect and trust. And so I only tried analingus, I think it's called, recently in my latest relationship, which I'm very happy in. And funny enough, it's actually much more fun than I imagine. I don't know what I imagined, but I thought that's weird. Like, what is going to happen there? I don't really get it. Personally, getting my ass licked is not something that is actually doing anything for me. But then again, mm, anal penetration is not originally something that was doing something for me, but slowly but surely, I'm starting to actually enjoy it. So, who knows? Getting my ass licked might be my new thing in the future. But I've discovered that licking ass is a real turn on. It's quite strange. The thing is that I love performing oral on my partner, so I like to have a dick in my mouth. Like I said in the previous video, that's something that I enjoy. And I think that having my boyfriend's anus on, just at the tip of my tongue is that's not the thing that turns me on the most. I think it's the view that I have. I've always had something about viewing as much as possible, even outside of a sexual context. And I think in this position, that I've done it in any way. So where he's lying down and I'm lying down on my stomach, licking his ass, and I'm wanking him at the same time, or he starts to wank because then it gets quite uncomfortable and like a bit acrobatic, if that makes sense. But whilst I'm licking his ass and I can see that he's so hard and it makes him feel so excited, and I see his dick and I see him and I just get right in there. It's very much a turn on for me. And yeah, I think I probably came just watching him like enjoying himself like that. So surprising for me, it's actually much fun. And before I was like, no, 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 why would I do that? Oh, I forgot how it's called. It's called rimming, isn't it? I found out about this practice even from one of my best friends that is sadly far away in London now, but who is gay. And he's like, oh, have you never tried it before and stuff? And you should at least try it once. As I am, I like to try things once at least. So I tried. And I was very, very pleasantly surprised. So I think again, nothing has to be seen as dirty. It's all a matter of perception. I've changed my perception of leaking anus, and found out that I actually enjoy doing it. So it's quite it's all in the mind really. Sex is all in the mind anyway. Anyone could come with anyone, I believe, as long as you can focus on what you enjoy and what turns you on in your brain, then you're gonna come fairly quickly or not. But yeah, it's all in the brain, it's all in your head. And in my head now, I associate licking my boyfriend's ass to something very exciting and I look forward to do it. And it's so intimate. Again, it's you're sharing such a strong bonding moment. Obviously, I'm not gonna state the obvious. Yes, it's probably better if you've had a shower before and if you're clean when you're trying that for the first time. Clean as in, you know, you didn't just go and have a shit and didn't wipe properly and then you're opening your ass to whoever is supposed to lick it, because it's just not the best thing to do, but it just makes sense. It's just common sense. But apart from that, there's nothing that dirty about it. It's actually such a nice little texture, and I don't know. I really enjoy it personally. So if you haven't tried it and you're a little bit like me, you would like to try things at least once, I really suggest you get onto that because it might be fun. And yeah, I think I've talked about licking ass enough for now. Yeah, let me know what you think anyway. Do you do it? Do you not do it? Are you completely against it? And what do you do after? Do you do it only to prepare maybe for anal penetration? Or Do you do it because your partner likes it, but you don't enjoy doing it on them? Or do you only enjoy receiving it? I'm really curious to see how people react to that. And is it a common thing? Is it a really common thing, but no one talks about it and everybody is ashamed of it? So yeah, it's something that people do behind closed door but don't talk about it. Or it's actually something that everyone talks about, but I didn't know about it before, and I just emerged from like the world. I don't know. That might be the case. Tomorrow, I'm continuing the story of how I got fucked up in the head all by myself, but with the help of a great gentleman that we call Adrian. And and yes, and join me next week for more talk about sex. There will be more, for real, there will be more. There's always something to say. And also, if you enjoy watching me talking about it, maybe you enjoy reading about it, because I'm writing a post every day in relationship to the videos that I post. And sometimes I might add more information in the video. Sometimes I might add more information actually in the post. And I don't know, you might enjoy, a little evening read before you go to sleep. I put all the links in the description box. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.